What's going on, guys? My name is Wade with TechDaily, and in this video, we are checking out the new Samsung Galaxy S23 and S23 Plus. Now, if you just want the quick and easy summary of what's new with this year's new phones, the S23s offer a brighter display, upgraded processor for better performance, slightly larger battery, and some camera improvements, of course, too, along with a slight redesign and some fresh colors. And while it's not a huge upgrade over last year, I still think there's enough to be excited about. So I'm going to go over everything you need to know about these new phones here, but first things first, let's just go ahead and quickly unbox them so I can show you what does and does not come inside the package when you buy one. The full retail price for the regular S23 this year is $799. The S23 Plus is $200 more, $999, and in addition to the larger display, the S23 Plus also has twice the starting storage capacity, 256 gigs, so that's what you're paying more for too. Slicing into the stickers and sliding off the lid, the first thing you'll see are the phones themselves. My S23 is in the lavender color, the S23 Plus is in green, obviously. There's also phantom black, cream white, and Samsung exclusive colors graphite and lime. As far as what else comes inside the box, there's actually nothing here, but inside the lid, there's a small packet of stuff. You have your SIM ejector tool, quick start guide, and a USB-C cable. And that's everything. Samsung continues to ship these phones in the super slim and minimal packaging with no other useful accessories included. So with all that stuff out of the way, here are the S23s once again. Obviously, these phones do look very similar to last year's S22s, but I think you can pick out the couple of differences in design. Size-wise, the regular S23 is a 6.1-inch device, and the S23 Plus comes in at 6.6 inches. Those are the screen sizes corner to corner, and you can see that there is a considerable difference in the overall size between them both in height and width. The regular S23 really is small by today's standards. The S23 Plus is sort of a standard-sized Android device, I suppose, and in the hand, at least to me, the regular S23 feels super compact and comfortable, while the Plus is certainly a bit more of a stretch, but something that I'm used to. You get a similar 87% screen-to-body ratio on both phones, so what you see here is pretty much all screen, and from the front, there's not a whole lot more to say. Very standard Samsung devices. Around back, the S23s are constructed from Gorilla Glass Victus 2 and a polished aluminum frame, and I appreciate Samsung's commitment to the premium materials now. The phones look nice, they feel high quality in the hand, and honestly, for the price, there shouldn't be any plastic anywhere. They're fairly flat phones too, no curved glass, no tapered edges. Samsung changed up the camera design once again, so that's basically how you can tell it's an S23. But besides that, a very familiar, clean and simple setup. And they're IP68 water and dust resistant as well. Taking a look around, nothing on the left side of the phones. On the right, your usual volume and power buttons there. At the bottom, one of two speakers alongside the USB-C port for charging and the SIM card tray. Here in the US, the S23s ship with a single physical SIM card along with eSIM support for dual SIM capabilities, but no SD card support, unfortunately. And like I mentioned, the regular S23 starts at 128 gigs of storage. The S23 Plus starts at 256 gigs. They both can be configured up to 512 gigs, and here's a look at how much actual storage you'll have out of the box. The S23s once again have an in-display fingerprint sensor. This hasn't really been upgraded or changed in any way to my knowledge, but it's the same quick and accurate ultrasonic sensor that's been on these phones the last couple of years, and I have no complaints. Like I mentioned at the start, the first major change that comes to the S23s this year is with the display. The core specs are similar to last year, but these phones now offer a far brighter display, especially for outside viewing. The 6.1-inch screen on the regular S23 is a 2340 by 1080 resolution dynamic AMOLED 2X panel. The larger 6.6-inch S23 Plus is the same 2340 by 1080 resolution dynamic AMOLED 2X screen, and they are both 120Hz high refresh rate screens with HDR10 Plus support. The main difference in the specs between the two phones really comes down to the pixels per inch, with the larger S23 Plus offering the same 1080 resolution at a larger overall size. You get a pixel density of just 393 pixels per inch versus the 425 on the smaller S23. So technically, the S23 Plus is not as sharp, but the difference is tough to see with the naked eye. Both screens are similarly bold and colorful, and the 120Hz feature certainly makes them feel smooth and fluid and super responsive. The upgrades, so to speak, come in the form of a higher peak brightness. The S23 can now achieve up to 1750 nits of peak brightness compared to 1300 nits last year, and this will mainly come in handy with auto brightness when viewing the phones outside and in direct sunlight. It should certainly cut down with glare and allow for a better viewing experience. Overall, the displays haven't changed too much otherwise, but these are still great phones for all your movie watching and Instagram scrolling. If you're looking for something maybe a little better though, the S23 Ultra still offers a higher screen resolution, QHD, at a larger size and 120 Hz, so the Ultra is still a step above both of these devices once again. When it comes to the out loud listening experience, the S23s offer a solid dual speaker setup. You get one at the bottom there and a secondary one in the earpiece at the top. I don't know that Samsung changed anything with the speaker setup, but it sounds great and should be the same hardware on both phones. Here's a quick sound sample so you can get an idea. In regards to performance, this is where we see another considerable upgrade with the S23s this year, and best of all, those of you outside the US now get the same great Snapdragon processor we get here in the States. No more Exynos. So the S23s are powered by the new Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 chipset paired to the Adreno 740 GPU, and everyone in the world gets these same components. So no more performance issues or overheating complaints with Samsung's Exynos line for now. These phones only have one RAM option, 8 gigs, and here are the latest Geekbench scores for each device using the new Geekbench 6 app and scoring. Now, I wouldn't pay too much attention to the minor differences in numbers between the two phones. There's generally no real difference between the regular S23 and S23 Plus when it comes to performance. And both of these phones are basically going to be some of the most powerful Android devices you can buy right now. They ship with Android 13, and Samsung's One UI 5.1 update, and out of the box, obviously these phones feel super fast and very responsive. The only couple of caveats I see with the S23s this year are that, weirdly enough, the 128GB regular S23 only supports the UFS 3.1 standard. The 256GB and higher models, along with the S23 Plus, are UFS 4.0 devices. And when it comes to RAM, 8 gigs, while perfectly fine for most people, isn't exactly pushing any limits, especially for a $1,000 plus device like the S23 Plus. But overall, I still think that for a vast majority of people, not only is the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 a nice upgrade, but these phones should be good for years to come, with Samsung putting more emphasis on software support and updates and better performance as a whole. Another area where the S23s get a slight upgrade is with the batteries. So the regular S23 now packs a 3900 mAh capacity battery, up a little bit from the 3700 mAh from last year, and the S23 Plus has a 4700 mAh battery, which is also a little larger. Now, to be totally honest, the percentage difference in capacities is relatively minor. It's not like they're twice as big, but paired with the better optimized Android and One UI software and more efficient Snapdragon processor, I'm sure we'll see some slightly better battery life across the board as I start to use these phones. I will say that if battery life is of particular importance to you, the Plus might be the better option, since it does have a bigger sized battery overall compared to the smaller, more compact regular S23. And the Plus actually also supports up to 45 watt fast charging to go from 0 to 100% in under an hour. The regular sized S23 only supports 25 watt charging. But keep in mind, you'll need to go out and get your own compatible fast chargers anyway, since Samsung doesn't supply you one. And by the way, if you like my little cable holder block and purple desk mat, they're from Function 101. It's not sponsored or anything, just a great couple additions to the desk setup. Both these phones also support 15 watt wireless charging and 4.5 watt reverse wireless charging, so all in all, you've got plenty of power options to choose from. Finally, when it comes to the camera setups, unlike in years past, there's actually not much of a change hardware-wise with these new phones, unlike the S23 Ultra, which saw some major upgrades. Around back, both phones once again have a 50 megapixel f1.8 aperture main lens, a 10 megapixel telephoto lens with 3x optical zoom, and a 12 megapixel 120 degree ultra-wide camera. The selfie cameras up front have changed a little bit. They're now 12 megapixel shooters compared to the 10 megapixels from last year, and inside the camera app, you'll find much of the same sorts of shooting modes and and features we've had for the last couple of years. Like I said, there's nothing here that's actually new or different really. You still have the same over-the-top shooting modes like 8K video recording, now at up to 30 frames per second, pro video controls and really robust manual options, director's view, portrait video, high megapixel shooting modes, and a whole lot more. Most of what's new really just comes when you actually look at the picture and video results. Samsung has made some improvements with low light and nighttime images, improved the video stabilization, and enhanced the image processing for more detail and better color across the board, but these upgrades are relatively subjective. The S23s, of course, will take some incredible pictures, and I look forward to putting them to the test in some upcoming videos and comparing them to the likes of the iPhone and the Pixel. But this really is the first time in a while that Samsung didn't necessarily go over the top with the camera upgrades. They basically saved all that for the S23 Ultra. Overall, the new S23 and S23 Plus are once again relatively minor upgrades compared to last year's devices. They get a slightly refreshed design and color palette, brighter screen, upgraded internals, slightly larger battery, and minor improvements to pictures and videos, but nothing really that I think makes these phones a must-have upgrade. Though if it's been a few years since your last new smartphone, the S23 might be worth it. But what do you guys think about the new S23s? Was there anything with these phones that you hoped Samsung would have brought? Let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts, of course. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video though. Be sure to follow TechDaily on Twitter and subscribe to the TechDaily YouTube channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys later.